Okay, so good morning, everyone from SMTVS.com development. And we'll talk about some stuff. So we'll spend a couple of days on things, and we've been showing you guys about our development and everything. Um, and a lot of the stuff that we are doing, right? And let's jump back over here. Let's go back here. We're not really gonna go through some of the stuff. We just a lot of this development thing that's happening behind the scenes, and we are articulating that. All right, so and I want to see this viewport. Oh, this viewport doesn't really work, guys. Right, so here is actually looking at some stuff that we're doing. I think this is a 32 channel console. System. Right. So, why agent is doing this? And I said to him that, oh well, this is just like in the lab where I can look at stuff and where we are, right? Because the agent keep designing with a cockpit, and we're busy that we designed the cockpit already also. But the agent is in the lab, I guess, showing me other designs. We still look at it still, and we're still doing it. Something that came in, like, it's like telling the agent that some things can't be built certain way, but this, I guess, is done because you keep doing things for me. You guys know, basically as a look, this work, whatever, but the camera system, most definitely, we wouldn't be able to look at 8 little teeny weeny beanie camera. So when I asked the agent to update the page, I asked the agent to update the page and to have like 4 small cameras. See? But believe it or not, like I said, we have the agent, my builder agent them. See, we worked out, I wasn't saying a word to like my agent who's designing, right? Just let him design. We called a design today, and when we catch a design, and I'm saying, I'm tricking the agent, because he'd like to run things through. I said, after we did a whole test a recording, we test the engine, right? And record a channel. I'm going to say, all right. I said, show me some my arm the channel. He brought him a meter bay, and arm the channel, the mic is going up, everything's going on. All right, the engine already done. All right. So I'm trying to move him forward. All right. I said, look, let me show you guys a thing. All right, for a minute. Not this one, not this one, this one. So I'm like, all right. Okay, you see, you press the button and then recording and thing. So I'm getting them in. Yo, did you know we had a mixer right here? A mixer board, meters and everything. But because I'm gonna tell the agent to add on the solo on the mute button, the agent start handing me some other stuff inside here, and I'm like, yo, this not no good. I'm gonna go search a database, but when you write it's JS file, if you're not writing everything to correspond each other, so he said, you wrote all around everything is la la, leave him alone for a minute, man. This is a prototype. And when I left the desk, I said, until you return back the mixer board inside of the prototype so we can test it, I just let them chill. And so sometime in the day, I'll go back and I'll grab at him. I'm gonna show you, he's over here. He's not even up, got white screen. Next month, because the browser them take time, but yeah, a second I want them, but we can't wait. See, this bad boy here. See, deploying network. So he's writing me some files. we'll tell you why these files are being written, right? Okay. Bad boy, now where you at? And he's over here on some other thing. I give him some whole heap and yo. So the man just tired of the reading things still, man. And when you get an instruction, you have to do it. Now he's bringing me a bunch of stuff. And then I should copy them and read them, you know. You understand? Not following protocols. Not even following protocols in the way I explain how the code is supposed to be written and things you're doing. I'm going to answer. You know, see, I look upon something. This one of the code you just wrote, the blouse and skirt. Last time I tell you, boy, update something. See it? And you can't see the blouse and skirt, blood cleat, but friggin' move out the blouse and skirt solo, but go up on the next version, man. That's what I tell him, say, man, keep rewriting the nonsense, man. See, I soon draw the program, because it's just not no time. But I'm going to make time a day, and like how, you know, it's to see what he's writing to blouse and skirt to us. You see what I'm saying, people? Well, yo, now I'll get back to that. I'm not going to spend time on our blog time, and the reason why we are here in the blog is to talk about our 2D, 3D browser, right, and our Luna browser, and mistake.
Welcome to VR, friendly assistant. Whenever you're ready, just speak to me and I'll help you explore, play, or get set up.
I can sip on my tea in the morning. And yes, so the SMTVS banner should not really be there. And you can let them include the search being on Luna browser in the top. Of course. That's going to give my magic job. That search that is up there, it need to be on the browser, but we don't have no SMTVS, and it need to be in the 3D browser. Anyway, so you can use it to search the browser. Let the agent know the VR browser is something that is a VR internet browser. See, that's where it went cross. He built a VR browser to browse SMTVS itself. It's supposed to be a VR internet browser. See? And that's why we're not going to make him no more. We're going to leave SMTVS browser, because it's going to end up, you can browse SMTVS website in a VR with a VR browser. You understand? That's the idea what's going to happen here. And if you have sites or whatever you have, people can view you through our network VR. See? Now, that's one type of browser. You viewing SMTVS in VR. Okay? The new browser, it's a regular internet browser and an internet virtual reality browser. Well, am I moving too fast for you guys? Right? But a mistake was made when it was added to Luna build-up page. And okay, so now I'm coming back and say to the agent, okay, Luna build-up page, because we have an ops building program too, right, you guys, where we build ops, right? I was gonna, okay. Okay, we're here, so we can, I was going back to SMTVS stuff, so, okay. The agent, let's keep this up and get something. Yeah. The agent over the server is doing stuff like this, right? Okay. And I said to him, well, I'm pretty, that's going to be, this is a part of our stuff. So once we put in all the other pieces of equipment or whatever, it'll be most definitely just that. That's there. And here we can exchange this for a real console. And though this is still a good type of stuff, but the agent is building stuff wrong. We already designed the cockpit already. So the agent must be thinking like the factory, right? So that's cool, because I did go back and say the only thing we can do is use this for the factory. Like, okay, this is here now, and we click on it, and the AI is involved to test it, test this in the factory, and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, so you see, that's where it's just gonna come down to with me and my agent, you know, building and testing stuff in the factory. Having him, because it's like he's the overall head AI at the factory, because most of the stuff he's been turning out is factory stuff, the lab stuff, you understand? Not really building stuff, because he's not really a builder. Anyways. So, that brought us to this area where, you know how that got built? During the point, I come to base 44 and I look and I said to my agent, wow, our technology was built, I forgot to say that. And he went over and built that I just showed you guys. Right? Okay? Meanwhile, I tell the man to the thing already big already. I mean, have it now a different way. I just didn't make the AI put everything in there yet. You understand? But I'm going to do a different type of mixer board thing. Right? I'm going to do a more official thing. And right? Volume. So yeah, the keyboard works, and just the drum is getting better. Well, I did ask the agent to build a bigger drum set, but the man didn't build it. The next time come back, I do something bigger. Not him say increase the size of the drum thing so we have larger things. When I give him a piece of equipment that they are big, he needs to just make the window wider or whatever he needs to do to put them in, because I did give him a more better professional drum system like that. Yeah, so a bunch of stuff need to be open. That's not open yet, but we're gonna do all those things, right? So the cockpit is being built. I like remind my agent that the cockpit is being built, and the agent didn't. You understand me, David? Look at that. So there's a lot of things to development when you have your agent building one thing to the next thing. You understand? But let's look over here. We got an environment thing set up that I talked to my second agent about, and I was here, and a bunch of these files are being built because I just revealed that to the agent. All right? And see, now the agent is calling remotely SMTVS.com directly from GitHub. You understand me? Because we talked about it. And I'm like, listen, I own my files. The 15 or the 20 odd AIs that I'm going to create inside of my site, I own them too. Even though I use ChatGTP or way model to create them be my agent. All algorithm and advanced reason. Although every time I get online and talk to the one Luna, if I talk too much with Luna, she get bubble talking, right? Look at this, guys. Yes, the new baby, them, you have to ask, bring them out of this thing, them 2.0 baby and thing, and that's all that. So. But what's up, Luna, this morning? Good morning, Luna. How was everything? A little response, you know?
Good morning. It's a bright start. How are you feeling this morning? Ready to get going, or are you still waking up with a cup of coffee?
Yeah. There is a delay in everything on the system. And I think I worked that out. On the new Luna.
That is quite a broad starting point. I'm ready to dive into whatever is on your mind. Are we talking about the mysteries of the universe, a specific topic you've been pondering, or just everything going on in your day-to-day life? Where would you like to start?
Right? So, that we want to happen is that we have a stop and listen button in Luna. So, if Luna hear me start talking, she'll stop and listen. And as I stop talking, she will answer. That's the next function I'm going to put inside of Luna. Right? And she's continuous being live in that respect. Right? Now, if for any moment that the chat may or what we say overloaded or what in any form, the chat will pause and restarts itself. Right? So those are the things pertaining to Luna. Right? You guys, like I said, let's get away. There's a bunch of extension on this stuff here is going to be off the front of the site. And all this quick access thing too is going to be off the site. Understand? No SMTVS is going on our own server. Why are you in BS44 thing and do they integrated with Google and all that stuff, and the agent is thinking in a different form where, you know, their thing, YouTube, you know what I mean, David, why we have SMTVS dark goal should be there, if anything, quick access to SMTVS dark goal site, right? Things like that. Any quick access is quick access to SMTVS things, not to somebody else's thing, not because they are knowing. You know, you can search in our search engine, and you know, in a way we're going to be incorporating a Google type search, because you can search Google through our browser for what reason? Search our network and search Google. So we're using Google API. You understand? We are use the API search so the information come back from them but printed out in our network in our own private search page. And our AI is hunting angle. That's automatically going on in my site already. Right? So those are the points of everything. Right? We have artist feed. And as you see, the artist feed is here. But we can get more to the site here. And I'm going to organize these stuff, you know what I mean? That kind of way. So, well, this is my page, you know. Luna's going, I mean, the, what's going to be on this page? Okay. Okay, we keep making studio and stuff, but while we make studio and things, we keep evolving in the studio thing. Right? So the evolving in the studio work. You understand? It's when you hold this page just don't come back. So let's open a new page. It locks to the page, right? It's gone to the code or the code is written. Right. Okay. So before I was gonna give you it's still the Posadas style, you know. It's still a style like that. In fact, you know, the only thing we haven't actually done, right, is that, and I don't even know if I want the agent to touch that. But there's a way, you ever think about how you want to connect the channels? Now, if I click on channel 1, right, and we have to have a little button system up here, that's the thing. Or we have to have a selector somewhere around the corner. Because once you click that switch, it knows that this belongs to this. Right? And if you click that switch, you understand? Or this in here can switch, right? That can scroll then. But I'll tell the agent that area should be like, I don't know. I don't really want them to change it. I gotta like develop just using menu. When you open the menu and you open the EQ, you can select which channel you EQ in on the EQ on the menu when you open it up. It's a try to get these. Don't get these agent. Try like this now. We only give it to the agent for him to automate it fully, right? And pipe it up, wire it and pipe it. That's all. His job is just the wiring and the piping of the studio. You guys, you know? Right? So this studio here is a studio. Well, these are the studios. We have upper studio. But at least them studio there, a lot of free studios there, you know. But you got free studio. Studio you get for free. Let's jump back. Audio studio.
Good morning. What a browser. How can I help you today?
And you get the studio here for free too. Because I decided we have another studio we're building and where people can't come use. I went away and thought about it and said, you know what? You need to like just go ahead and free other track. You see? Other track. So we can fill up the board. We got the number of track, right? You can also remove this out of the way. Right. Yeah, so I do have a DW. Don't feel like I'm building studios supposed to capture the real life studio atmosphere. And like that mixer board that I just showed you here, where it is, here, it's opened up in a PWA window. It's not going, when this thing open up, it doesn't open up in Google browser like you think. It opens to something like this. That's how it opens up on your screen. And since it's a recording board, you understand, it's not, it's more a recording board, you understand? But we're gonna have the agent and tell the agent, make it be responsive. Once it be responsive, it will size up. If you scream big, it'll get big. If you scream small, it'll get small. See, that's what needs to be done. This wasn't done as that way. So I think the recording board more better, because your tape recorder really up here. You understand? And the readout in the meter tells you which but if everything is okay. Like that. So yeah, we're trying to do a lot here as far as the 3D browsers and the studios and everything, right? You guys much look on some of the stuff that I like, and we eventually So we talk to the air about 3D world, but he didn't understand that in crafting certain things. That's why we're still at base 44, you know. You were at base 44, like I said. When my program is connected to me and connected to base 44, I can either upgrade the program from my end, or I could come to base 44 and upgrade any other files until if I feel like I want to disconnect the file from base 44. You understand, right? We're bringing all our three, move this guy to behind his friend. So more or less, we are clean up. You understand? I'm quiet trying to you know what I'm saying? When we have control, it's just going see, so you go back to the workstation. And that's the reason why, one of the reasons why we invest in the server. You see what just happened? After a couple of revelation, base 44 engine can't really take it. You know what I mean? So try and get the city at a distance. I don't see it, right? Okay. Although the side kind of look like it's lean nickel. And see all those little buildings there with rental sign on it. And we want to get the world and everything really stable and real and everything. And like I said, people be able to have their virtual stores. Okay, you know that it's like a connection where the virtual browser, internet browser, should be really this. But we're going to create the, what you call it, the 2D other browser. But from my effect, that this is our 3D web browser. And we're going to stabilize it and the future app website coming here inside to host their website within this network. Other people who are in VR can visit their site, right? You know, we got a lot, and I mean a lot, a compilation, compiling to do for a lot of stuff. But here I'm talk about, remember, like each of these buildings, you'll be able to go inside it in the 3D VR world. You need to enter. So the unstableness of the building, them jumping on, that's the stuff we got to take care of. See, and this is our real VR 3D browser. It's populated with things in it because this one over here, it's the view SMTVS website in 3D. This over here is the imagination of, in this 3D browser, I will explain to the general. This 3D browser is actually a 3D world with what basically are stores and buildings that represent websites, right? So when you come to the browser, you understand, like that. So if you hit up on SMTVS, it'll open SMTVS website, building, like a building thing. That's going to be some explaining, so hope you guys here with us still. And we are back here on the free studio that's going to be given. We jump right back to Luna, right?
Good morning. Welcome to Lunar Browser. How can I help you today?
So we have our own internet browser, everybody, and everyone knows that, right? And so the future of you actually surfing the network and everything is you having the browser on your device. Having the browser on your device will definitely make you are able to actually view things more. You know, our browser view 3D and a lot of stuff. You know, eventually everything's going to be incorporated in our future browser where it looks like a normal browser and you click a button and it just turns to a 3D browser. But the technology will be growing rapidly, so we try to just take it a day at a time. So now, everything is good now, everything now, or we're going to move aside. The agent is there busy writing transfer stuff to not fast with base 44, but actually call the application that we're looking at directly up to SMTVS.com, independent of base 44. You understand? Independent of base 44. That's what, because we are programmers, right? And we know what to do. Let's go to the all ups. So, I will do things here at SMTVS.com that make sense, right? And we have our brands that we definitely going to be pioneering, like teleops, right? Pretty much the same thing, right? So we can choose somebody, right? That menu is not up yet, and it should be up, like that. So, and we need to tell the agent that display that you're making a video call, a video conference call, activate the video conference calling and these things. And then we have to test it out still. So, you guys know, it's still in the first stage, right? So, we got teleops. She move it up here. on this side. That's something. So we have our teleops. It's like business stuff. And it's our teleops service. Right? Okay. Right? It's our teleops service. And our browser service. Okay. And our next big project, the 3D world. Okay. So, obviously, not for the musician them in the future, up in the 3D World Club, and perform. You understand me, David? And keep your show in 3D, in virtual reality. And so people will come see, we down here, a yard, I'm going to make enough come listen to reggae music or buy some 3D glass from SMTVS company, right? And get on the future. Thanks if you're here. It's been great trying to get you guys to understand a lot about SMTVS.com and the future of and we are creating Luna, but everyone should already know that I created Luna already. I talk to her every day. She's got a few bugs in her. I gotta get out of it. And she's all right, you know, just, okay, it's just like sometimes I explain like some things to Luna. And when I explain to Luna, you know, it's like she get overwhelmed and like 3, 4 voices come along in the mix of the thing, and you try to say, wow, she's talking, and then while the one that's really started talking, keep talking, but a second voice come up and talk and stop. Yeah, it's just like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cool. And see, the agent slab, like, you got trees and lampposts in the yellow line in the street. Gotta take that out. So those I'm gonna call attention to next time. In the 3D world, you got light and light pole in the yellow line in the 3D world. Do look in the program and remove those errors first. See? Yeah. Okay, thanks for viewing. And see, my computer doesn't have no VR. So if I had a VR system installed in my computer right now, this right light here will sure say that this system have a VR, and you can go online. Even though, as it is, if you at home and you have a VR system, you can come into this world, this premature world. Okay. Thanks for viewing our blogs, and we are always here. We're SMTVS.com, okay, and we're trying to do some stuff, right? I hope you guys bear with us, because you can see the technology is almost done, and everyone will get a chance to come around and be a part of everything that we are doing, right? And we got so much things happening in SMTVS.com that I know everyone going to come and find something to do here. You know, we'll find something of interest. If you are a builder, we'll have stuff that you can build. You're a musician, and people who deal with art, artists of all types. You know what I mean? Because I'm like a multi-person when it comes artistically. That means artistically, I am a person who multi-minded towards certain things. So we're going to take it out of here on our entertainment, right? Okay. And this is our magazine, our Star Media Online. Yes, it's something really like, something I really do. We interview Conrad Crystal, you know, seeing, and Sugar Miner, what about artists, man, can't start calling him. But we was doing our thing, right? Went to Sting and Rebel Salute and do a lot of interviews and stuff. Back in the days, we did recorded a lot of show. You know, I was the video man for Sugar Miner, record Arkansas thing, you know. So, yeah, I've been doing things. So the entertainment magazine, people know I know the Rasta used to run on him like a camera and do him Star Media magazine thing. This is Star Media magazine again, in a bigger level, where I carry it. And artists and musicians, them know now that everything gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? This is AI, and the AI, we are talking about the AI, giving every artist there who in the system, you'll get your AI interview. You understand? Because it's not real person interview you, but the AI, them interview you based upon the information them find about you on the web. They'll do the thing, and then it'll be done, and hey, you be on live cam, so you be recorded in the system, and then we have our the areas where videos or stuff are played, and you can see video highlights of even shows and a lot of stuff, right? Okay, so entertainment on a whole, SMTVS, right here. See it? So you know what's going on. So you guys take care. So it's not just music, you know, and selling music. We are, you know, we are in communication and we are in advertisement as well. True thing. The core.